guys, it's the Boss Cammy back with another banging video. Now in this video I will be going over my Fortnite settings and just talking over in case any of you were curious. So first we're going to look at the start. Now I have my brightness all the way down. Some people preferably have it up to 100%. Now I just feel like 50% lets me see the shadows of the game more, but it's totally up to you. Now I don't have colour blind on. Motion blur is off because I'm just not a big fan of it. I just show my FPS doesn't really make a difference. Next, the settings. So all of this, basically sprint by default is a very important setting for me because I use L stick to get out my switch mode. We'll talk about that later. Auto open doors is just for sometimes for creative warriors, but also if you ever mess up an edit and it's a door, you'll simply just walk through and carry on going. Hold to swap, pick up space. This is all simple. Let's get to the next one. So my HUD scale is 50% because I want to see most of the screen, but a lot of people normally just keep it at 100 or like around about 75. I'm a creative warrior, so just keep it up to 50%. The rest of this really isn't really different to what it was before. Now these are just I don't really play keyboard and mouse anyway, so these don't really matter. Now onto the controller settings. So I use controller auto run. It doesn't really matter though because well, I don't use auto run anyway. So build immediately, build a pro. So that will just, as soon as I switch to the different build piece, it will build straight away. My edit hold time is obviously 0.1. As soon as I get into edit, I can edit it fast enough. Vibration, I don't really have that on. I just feel like it reduces input delay. Now some of these settings might be a bit high, but bearing in mind I do use Inferno control freaks on my controller, which do give you an advantage in sensitivity. Now as you can see here, my build mode sensitivity is 2.3 and my edit mode is 2.2. By the way, these aren't going to be my settings for all the time. Sometimes I change them. I use the advanced options to give me a better range of settings. Now I don't use any of the boosts, really. A lot of pro players don't use the boost. Now I have my look horizontal speed and my look vertical speed at 47%. Now normally a lot of people would think this is high, but again I do use control freaks. Like for example, some people go up to 60, or some people like it at like, this is what I was playing on before I had control freaks, right about 28. This is normally what would be better if you don't have them. Bearing in mind this is on PS4 controllers, so Xbox, I don't know if it's any different with the sensitivity. Now normally I have these on 11 and 11. Sometimes I adjust them a bit to see what works better, but most of the time it is 11. Next, if you go down here, the look dampening time, well, I don't really have that on because then the more I have it on, like this is recommended. I do not think this is recommended because it slows down when you look around. Now this is the most important bit. Linear, when you move your moving stick, it moves it around just completely. Exponential, even if you move your stick, only a bit of it will move in the actual game. Linear is a lot easier to get more precision, even though exponential is called says allowing for more precision on the description of it. Now the aim assist strength is obviously 100%. I don't know who would turn that down. Honestly, no one should ever turn this down. The people that do, and I don't know what's wrong with them. Now the move stick dead zone and the look stick dead zone, this might cause you a bit of stick drift, but all in all it won't affect your gameplay, I don't think. Move stick dead zone is 10%. Now I used to have this on and I don't know what it's on right now, but it doesn't really matter what you have it on anyway. I thought when I had it on it reduces input delay, but it doesn't really matter how you choose to have it. Now I don't really have music on. I just turned that up for one of my other videos where I played with Harry Stumbo. That was the horror map. Now the 3D headphones, I don't really have that on. You can have it on if you have 3D headphones, or if you just want normal headphones. Now these the visualize sound effects, I have that on to know where the direction of a chest is or where people are fighting. I don't really have any scenes that have a lot of you know, copyrighted music anyway, so that doesn't really affect me. Now I don't really play keyboard and mouse, but these are just my keyboard and mouse anyway. Right, onto the combat controls. So first of all, I use pretty much the same attack, confirm, all this stuff. My inventory, my place marker. Now my map is the right arrow. The only reason this is because I used the map button to edit the massive touchpad, as you can see on the screen. Now the use L stick for switch mode. This is what I was talking about earlier on the toggle sprint. I don't have this sort of stuff on because I just press L. Sprint by default is on, that is Y, so you know, it just helps so I can run straight away. Now I have my circle isn't actually bounded. I use R stick to jump because I only play left hand claw. Circle, I mean, I don't really need anything with that anymore. X is to crouch and repair. Over to build controls. These are pretty basic build controls. Edit controls, well, you know what that is. That to edit and stuff like that. I don't know why it doesn't say that on edit controls, but I guess that's just how it is. And then if you go into dead zone, this is just the same as it is normally. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and make sure to comment down below what type of sense you play on. Peace out and stay sleepy, Webby.
This is where it ends.